name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers. Welcome new. If you like my videos, please press that like button. Please do subscribe. Alexa, what's the time, please? Let's put the volume up a bit. I think I've been listening to some brand new music on YouTube. I've been listening to brand new music on YouTube, so I've just restarted my Alexa app. Right, it's 20 to 2. So it's 1:40 in the afternoon and I'm here in Rochester in my flat, and I was waiting in because I was waiting for a phone call from my doctors, and it was supposed to be a nurse called Ola, O-L-A, female nurse, to just go through like a review, because I went to see Reg, who is my doctor at Strood Medical Centre, a few weeks ago, and he has got a nurse to ring me up to just go over my depression, how I'm feeling, and my medication, which I'm on citalopram. Right, so I've been listening to music on YouTube. They've got the latest music, they've got compilations, so you still get adverts, which are annoying on YouTube, but I've been listening to a lot of chilling, relaxing, cool music and up-to-date music, and I've not been speaking out loud, I've not been shouting, I've been sat in my flat, peaceful, quiet, resting, relaxing. And we all know that usually I go up to my mum's at some point this week. My mum is called Jennifer, and I'm trying to take control of the situation and me get control, and not my mother taking control of my life, which she has been trying to do. It feels like sometimes I'm being manipulated, pushed into doing things I don't want to do, and when I'm with my mother, she makes me feel inferior and like she's taking the mickey out of me, and I don't like it. Now, there are two things I can do to stop this. That is, one, to not see my mother altogether, which I don't think is fair to both of us. The next thing I can do is not answer the calls at all, and I don't want to upset my mum and cut her off completely, but she's got to realise that I'm 54 years old. I need company in my life other than my mother. My mum is my mum. I love my mum as a mum, but she's a mum, right? What she is doing to me, she did to my dad, and he ended up dying, feeling like crap, shit, and passing away. Just stuck in a corner, my mum seeing to his every whim, putting his slippers on, giving him his medication, choosing his clothes to wear, taking control of his cars, and even the keys to the front door. I don't want that to happen to me. I'm a person in my own right. I have my own mind, and I want to be able to do things I want to do. And at the moment, I just wanted to sit down, relax, listen to music, and not give a care what's going on outside my window, because I don't care what other people are doing. That is their business, right? What other people do is their business. Now, when I was at Lansdowne Court, I used to stare out of the window like an old lady waiting for time to pass her by, right? I'm not an old lady. I have a right to live the rest of my life in peace, happiness, and hopefully at some point get some company. But I want the right company, You don't want no strings attached sex. You don't want drugs. You don't want anyone that's smoking weed and alcohol like my ex did. Carl his name was, my ex. And he smokes drugs, he smoked cigarettes, and he took speed. Right? Because Gareth told me. So, on and off, I've been getting messages from this dating site called Flirt Finder. Me, Crystal, with my ginger hair, Ginger. Hi, you have a wonderful profile. My name's Paul. I find your profile very good and would be great to chat more. Am 44 years old, single, never married, seeking to meet someone like yourself to know more about. Right, so I've just had this message. I've just taken a phone call from my doctors in Strood from this nurse called Ola, O-L-A, and there's an Ola on Flirt Finder, would you believe? There is an Ola on Flirt Finder. So I took the call. There's this dog that started barking woof since I've taken the phone call to my doctor's surgery. We've had a dog constantly bark woof. And then after I put the phone call down, there were a couple of builders smoking weed, ganja, marijuana underneath my bedroom window. And they've smoked weed before. I was walking one morning and the same builders were smoking ganja, marijuana, weed, whatever you call it. Builders smoking the hashish. Young builders. So the call, ironically, was about my depression. And what does weed do? What does hashish, ganja, weed do to somebody? Well, for a start, if they're building and they're smoking drugs, they could have an accident, couldn't they? They could have an accident while they're building if they're smoking drugs. Could have a nasty accident or cause an accident to somebody else. So there's builders walking up the road smoking weed. I know that because my eye starts stinging and you can smell it. Anyone knows the smell of weed, most people do. So someone's trying to help me with my depression. We get a couple of builders smoking weed underneath my bedroom window. I'm not in my bedroom, I'm not ill in bed, I'm up and about. I've taken Max out this morning for his morning walk. So what did Ola say to me? Ola said to me that she was going to up my citalopram to 30 milligrams, because I'm on 20, and she's going to send a prescription to Boots in Strood. Now I'm not going to go out to Strood this afternoon or this evening. I've just inhaled a load of weed. Drugs. So I won't be going out to the chemist today. Right, you're just a toy that they play with. You get whole high on drugs, whatever, and you act a complete idiot outside, being stupid and silly. Right, a toy, a play toy. I also told this nurse that I have an overbearing mother that is causing me to get depressed. Right? I'm not a sex toy either. I took Max out for a walk this morning. I was the only one on the field. It was baking hot, boiling hot. Right? And Max and I had a lovely walk together, but he doesn't need great long walks. He's a tiny dog. Right? He's tiny. All that Ola asked me, what was my date of birth? She didn't ask me my name, she asked me my date of birth. She was on the phone for about 6 minutes, and she's going to give me some information to get through to talking therapies, which I've been to twice before. Talking therapies with Natasha Toms. And do you know what a Tom is? A Tom is a prostitute. So the counsellor I had was called Natasha Toms. Toms meaning a slang for prostitutes, hookers. So keep going around and round, revolving yourself in a revolving door, in a circle round and round and round and round and round. You're not getting anything out of me. I'm not being manipulated, I'm not being toyed with, and I'm not being drugged up either, and wandering around in a daze being taken advantage by men. And we know that Charlie's sometimes on the field between 2 and 3 o'clock, don't we? We've also had somebody called Carl get in touch with me on Flirt Finder. I don't take drugs, I don't smoke, and I might be boring, but I don't drink either. And when I meet someone, I want to be normal. I don't want to be drugged up, because people take drugs because they think that the sex is more exciting. But it's not. It isn't. You're so fucking stoned you don't know what you're fucking doing. Or where you are or where you're going. No one can change me from who I am. No one. Just been down to my post box and there's no post today. Nothing at all. I'm expecting a parcel in the next few days, and it's an important one for me. Important. Because I need to work through things. I don't need talking therapies. I'm working through things myself that happened in 2008. And they're certainly not going to happen again either. Drugs do nothing for me but give me a bloody headache. So that's not working, is it? And I'll get my tablets when I'm good and ready. I've got depression tablets for 2 weeks at least. But there you go again, guys. You're just a toy that they play with. I'm a toy that they play with. And they won't learn that they're not going to get anything and they're not going to get anywhere with me. I've got my personal alarm, I've got my phone in case I need to call 999, and that's the end of it. Right, the right person will come along, but they're not going to come along if you accept anything. I told that Charlie, I like you as a friend, but nothing more. And when they don't listen and they carry on, you have to make sure that they don't try it on again. Not interested in him. Even a whole bag of fucking weed couldn't make that look like a human being. Just keep him away from me. Because when I say no, I mean it. See you later.